Hello, everybody. Before we get started, as always, I want to give a shout out to the lovely music we've been listening to during pre-stream here. This is The Heist, provided by Slipstream. Thank you to them and everybody like them who makes it free to use or low-cost assets for us streamers so we can have better streams. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever it is in your part of the world. I am Deuscain, your variety type streamer for the night. And tonight we are jumping back into Persona 5, specifically the PC Royal version, because it's a good time. We've been playing it for months. So, last time, actually, I'll get to what we did last time before we jump back into the game, give people a little bit more time to pop in. But as always, we do a little bit of just chatting at the beginning of streams to kind of catch up, share the news, talk a little bit, and have a good time. So, how are you all doing? How's your Monday? You having a good weekend? Or a good week so far? Did you have a good weekend? I had a decent weekend. Like, Friday night I was real out of it. So Saturday was just kind of a crash day for me. Relaxed, took it easy, played a game, finished a game. We'll get to that in a sec, but first and foremost, congratulations, Pickles, for being first for the stream. You turned older. Happy birthday. Congratulations on the first and the birthday. But yeah, I basically like sunk all Saturday into... You're welcome, Pickles. You're welcome. Sunk all Saturday into a game called The Last Faith, played by one of Underrealm's VTubers, Yuki Tsukamori, I think is her name. But it's a Metroidvania that's also got some like Souls elements, so it looks like Bloodborne and plays like Metroid. It's a good time. But yeah, I went and beat that this weekend, and then I almost immediately re-rolled a new character with a different build because I'm like, yeah, I want to play more. So it's a pretty good game. From what Yuki says, though, like, if you've played Blasphemous already, this doesn't feel as good, but I don't have Blasphemous under my belt, so this is just kind of gravy for me. But, did that, and then yesterday, if you're following me on Twitter, which you should follow me on Twitter, my socials are pretty great and stuff, you would have seen me talking about how I really got a bunch of chores and stuff done, got a bunch of things scheduled out. So I was working with a couple of editors last month to try and get some new shorts content created. And one of them got back to me really quickly, got all his clips done, his shorts done, and that is scheduled out for Tuesdays for the next couple weeks, basically all of February. There's going to be a short going live on YouTube and cross-posting to Twitter and Blue Sky. Basically every Tuesday, pretty early in the morning, like 7:30 Eastern. So if you're waking up early, you're going to see it then. Short little clip. It's like, each one's like 30 seconds from my playthrough of Steel Rising. So that is what my editor was working on, and should be good. I do credit the editor in each of the posts, so if you like their work and you want to get clips of your own done, check them out. They're pretty great and stuff. But also, if you want to catch them on YouTube, there's the link to that. So that is the thing that I worked on this weekend, along with also getting all the current VODs scheduled as well. What am I up to? I think I'm the week after Valentine's. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't upload. Okay, I'm actually wrong. I missed one of the VODs and I didn't upload it. Let me go back and dig that one out of the vault. Good lord. Where is it? I'm gonna fix that before I completely forget about it. And we are gonna put that on the device because I need it available offline in order to upload that to YouTube. But okay, but yeah, no, through February 21st, I've got all VODs uploaded to YouTube. So thank you for the productive wishes and the headpads, Pickles. I did a good this weekend. I did a good. I do think I still need to schedule out some art that I got done. So I have like one small art piece I'm gonna do either this week or next week, maybe. And then I have the thing I alluded to yesterday as well, a special piece of art that I'm going to be sharing on Valentine's Day, which is Friday of next week. For those who celebrate such things but may have forgotten, Valentine's Day is Friday of next week. So if you're doing a thing or you got a person to do a thing with, Friday of next week is your time. I have no idea if you can get a restaurant reservation anymore. It's been a long time since such things has mattered to me. But it is worth considering that Valentine's Day is Friday of next week. So. Oh, man. But, no. It should be a good time for those who celebrate. But aside from that, what else have I done? Didn't really get to talk about it much on Friday, but I had an interesting time on, I think it was Thursday night, where I've been ordering a bunch of new winter's clothes lately because it's cold as fuck, and a lot of my stuff that I have from like last year and earlier years doesn't fit me too well anymore. I put on some weight. So I ordered a hoodie, well, technically two hoodies, but like one's a pullover and one zips up. And then I ordered like a long sleeve shirt, which I'm actually wearing today. And the long sleeve shirt is very comfy. I ordered 2 more of them today. I have a green one on today, and I'm getting a red one and a beige one next week. Right, New Year's resolution. I'm forgetting what I said it was. The year of touching grass. Yes. Sort of. I've been trying to go out every weekend at least to like get lunch somewhere. It is winter in my area, so it's a little bit blah. But like I am getting out and trying to do some stuff. But anyway, so last week I finally sat down to do laundry and launder these 3 items, which I think came in the following weekend. The long sleeve shirt I could just throw in the wash like everything else, and I did. But but the hoodies were supposed to be hand washed, or you can put them in the machine on a lighter cycle. And I decided to also wash a vest that was a Christmas gift from somebody. I believe Vexing Cat got me that, which I'm gonna give her a shout out because she's good people. Reading streamer. But I had this vest that I washed it, wore it a few times, was ready to go in the wash again. That vest needs to go in the delicate cycle. So I'm like, I'm going to wash all 3 of these together. Never again. Because you see, the delicate cycle basically doesn't like spin the washer really fast to pull a lot of the water out of the garments. So when I went to open it up to take out these hoodies, I'm hauling out like a 30-pound lead weight that is just a soaked and oversaturated pullover hoodie, which thankfully I have a drying rack, which I didn't have the first time I washed the vest. But I had a drying rack to put these, to like hang these over to let them dry. But I've like got that set up in the bathroom tub. I've got these 2 hoodies like draped on that with the vest on the one side. I pull out a little like a little heater and like close the door in the bathroom to turn the heater on to basically like steam these things dry, because I don't want to let them just sit in there overnight because they will very much just get ruined. Turns out I also need to turn that heater on low, not high, because high will absolutely blow a breaker, which is always fun when that happens. But the hoodies are washed, the hoodies are dry, the hoodies fit nicely too, and I was wearing one yesterday. Oh, it's very warm. They're very warm and they're very cozy. Oh no. Yes, Pickles. That is a very apt expression of just utter shame for myself, of like just going in there every couple of hours and just turning these things over so they steam evenly. Like I'm going in there and grilling my jackets. Like it was silly. It was very silly, but also incredibly entertaining in retrospect. If I do it again, they are going to be going on a much harsher wash, and I'm going to be washing the vest on its own. Because Lord knows, the vest you need to be gentle with. These things, I'll beat the shit out of them. Because I don't want I don't want them this wet next time around. And thankfully, the long sleeve shirts I got, I'll just throw them with regular clothes because they're fine. But that was a little misadventures in clothing at the end of last week. And Friday, boy, man, I was out of it on Friday. I had nothing left in the tank, which is why we tapped out a stream at about 2 hours in, because I had nothing. So feel a little bit bad, which is also entertaining enough. It makes it like 3 weeks in a row I'm trying to do the same damn main quest line in Steel Rising, which is entertaining. I think one of the other things I did this weekend was prep my going live posts on socials, and one of them is just like, I swear to fucking God, this week we're getting Marat. We're getting this son of a bitch, and we're bringing him home. I swear to God. Because it's been like a month now that we're looking for this one guy and just kind of ignoring the plot line. Because I can't rub two brain cells together. Friday was real bad. Like, I rested a little bit and then ended up playing golf with friends with some of the Underrealm people to celebrate Yuki's birthday. And they did like a map where it randomized all the holes that you had. I got the same bullshit hole 4 times in a row where you're like, you putted up a hill and then you long shot it out into the middle of fucking nowhere and try and hit like this little square bit of grass, which is where you have to go to land your shot to actually get the hole. Like, first of all, I have no idea how you do it with a hole in one. But secondly, I got stuck there so many times. Literally, I pulled it 4 times out of 18 holes. Like, how? Like, there's like 30 holes in this entire thing. I got that one 4 times, including twice in a row. I think my first 2 holes were this godforsaken one. And by the time I got it the 4th time, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying because it's so ridiculous. It's absolutely a farce. I love it. But then yeah, like I said, Saturday played a bunch of games to relax and rest, hung out with some friends that night in VR chat, and then Sunday was hitting the chores. And I got most stuff done. I think I have to do a little bit with like running through my checkbook and like adding some stuff to that, but aside from that and like maybe going through some mail, I'm in pretty good shape. Got everything else done. So, good times. But that's about where I'm at for the weekend. This week is going to be kind of quiet, I think. We got stream, obviously, my 3 nights this week. And then Tuesdays are usually quiet with nothing scheduled. And then Thursday, I think I have a haircut, like right after work. So hopefully it's not snowing or anything too crazy. How's the weather going to be? Because it's unpredictable as fuck this year, or this time of year. It's supposed to snow on Thursday. Well, fuck you too. 99% chance of snow. Well, fuck you twice. Oh my God. Oh, snow accumulation less than an inch. That's not too bad. Wednesday's going to be interesting. Snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches. I usually go into the office on Wednesday. Ugh. We'll see about that, maybe. But probably should hop into the game pretty soon. So let me explain where we were at last time. Love snow, don't miss living in it. Yeah, I loved snow as a kid when I could watch it and it gave me the day off from school. I don't like it as an adult where I have the ability to work remotely and if I don't, I have to drive through it. Not liking that too much. But yeah, last time in Persona 5, we had finished the 5th palace. We got the change of heart event and things went wrong because unbeknownst to the party, the black mask, the black Persona user was inside Okumura's head, and after we defeated his shadow, the black mask shot him and killed him, which caused him to having Ba, 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 ba. What do they call them in game? It's not a nervous breakdown. He basically like had cardiac arrest and just died on camera in front of everybody, and it was really bad, like catastrophically bad. So yeah, he didn't die well, and basically everybody saw this, including the guy's daughter who was part of our team. We're all off like celebrating until this happens. We're like, oh fuck, oh fuck. And we're kind of dealing with the fallout of that following the event. Traumatized, very much so. Mental shutdown cases, I think is what the game calls them. But we did get a bit of information on what's coming next, which is the person whose heart we're going to be changing is the investigator, Sai Nijima, Makoto's sister. Because we gave her, she apparently got a card for her heart being changed. So that's where we're at in the story. So we're kind of dealing with some of the plot stuff getting up to that point and trying to lay low because like the special investigations unit are trying to track down the Phantom Thieves because somebody very important died very publicly. And boy oh boy do they not like that. So we are trying to stay incognito and just work on our social links with people and rank up that stuff because otherwise we are going to get caught by the cops so heckin' bad. But let me get the game booted up and actually let me switch over to the game screen first. And then we'll turn this on and we'll get started. Thieves Guild. Yes, please. All right. That's what they are. So we are 68 hours into the game, level 45 on the 22nd of October. It's almost Halloween. I think it's nighttime? Yeah, it's Saturday evening. Oh, right. We were going to do a date with Makoto. What? Not Makoto. Kawakami. You've been here more than 6 months. She was to come over to the room as Kawakami. Yes, invite her. Oh, she's blushing. All I'm doing is going to your room like usual, but I feel so nervous. Coming here in normal clothes is pretty dangerous, huh? Someone finds out, I'll just say I'm visiting the home of a troublemaker. It was awful to say, but I'm glad you came here with those special circumstances. It's actually made it a lot easier to come here with reasons to see you. That old saying, love is losing, is so true. Enjoy your lurk, Pickles. What do I say to this? Oh, one sec. Apparently, I'm allergic to romance. I just sneezed twice. Alright. Loving is losing is so true. I'm glad to see I want to be with you forever. Then I've lost too. Oh, she liked that one. Wow, that hit me right in the heart. Jeez, that's not fair. Sorry, I can't help but smile. It's just, I really do love you. I don't regret anything anymore, thanks to you. I think she liked the crimson lipstick. She is adorable. I love these dates. I don't even care that it's suboptimal play. I'm just like, no, we're dating the cute teacher who's also a maid, who doesn't want to be a maid today, just wants to be our girlfriend. Yes. Yeah, has your sister told you anything about a secret police investigation? Stop mentioning work stuff in front of you. Yeah? Yeah? Possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for a school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi. Yeah, it is a little shocking. Aren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever? I understand this is dangerous. But without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for that. Wait, it's for his police connections? Bold move. Yeah, that is extremely bold. Did you see his press conference yesterday? His comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There's more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching. There's so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success? It's a gamble. The odds are less than favorable. We can't afford to hesitate. Yes. Everyone else okay with that? And they're all in agreement? It'd be reassuring to gain him as an ally rather than simply a source of information. It's not like we got his contact information. Actually, I do. Can you send that one my way, please? I'll contact him right away. I'm not big on this Akechi deal. Now's no time to be petty. Think of him as a source of intel, nothing more. Let me think about it, he says. Yeah, was he on a media blackout? It's likely why he's so hesitant. What are we gonna do if he turns us down? I'll keep trying. Or you just tell the student body we tried to get him and he said no. It'd be frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what. Hey, Robbie, thank you. Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? Speech today. Good luck. Sojiro Yoshida and Y. She, I maxed out all my stats, so I don't need to do anything else, so... Let's start working on the sun. Here's his listing. I don't even know what rank I'm at for this guy. Birth rate's declining. Adults must redefine our mission. We must create a country that can give birth to life. You then nurture that life. The power of this country lies with the power of its people. You won't be able to help me once the election begins, but we still have time before that. Give me a speech. Can you help me with that? I have one going on two. Wow, I did absolutely nothing with this man. Yes. Hold the placard. Passing on the societal ills we've created to the next generation is not right. It'll take time to solve this problem, but we must start by making small changes. I hope you gleaned something useful from today's speech. Regardless of the audience size, you must convey your thoughts as if you're talking one-on-one. By the way, I forgot to ask you last time we spoke, why do you plan to become a politician? Yeah, I just want to improve my speech. They're pragmatists, most people nowadays are. But the mentality of taking action is the quality of a good politician. Let me ask you another question. What kind of politician do you want to be? I don't know yet. Hey! Thank you for the raid, Jelly. Let me give you a shout out here, figure out what game you were playing. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Catherine Serath. Thank you so much. See, you were doing a just chatting stream. Nice, nice. Well, let me give my little spiel here while I pull up your info so that I remember to give you a proper shout out when the stream is over. But hello, everybody. I am Deuscain, variety type streamer here on Twitch. Do a lot of story-based games, and tonight we are playing some Persona 5 Royal. So, Jelly, thank you again so much for the raid. If you need to raid and run, I perfectly understand. You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to lurk. You're welcome to be active in chat as much as you want. But if you gotta go get something to eat, gotta go get something to drink, take a shower, take a sleep, it's all good. Stay as long as you'd like. Enjoy the space. And thank you again so much for the raid. And thank you again to Catherine for the follow. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are doing some social links before the next palace currently. We are pre-6th palace. Appreciate your honesty. Actually, let me show the log here. Talking to the politician guy, he asked me a question, and I said I wanted to improve my speech. He called me a pragmatist. He asked me another question, what kind of politician I wanted to be, and I said I don't know, and he liked that. Well, I'm going to give you some advice. If you aspire to get into politics, you must possess a central philosophy. What is it you want to accomplish? That is the foundation of a great speech. You would do well to remember that. That was helpful. Thank you, man. I'm glad. By the way, my philosophy is never give up until your voice is heard. To get your message across, be tenacious in conveying your thoughts to the audience. Hey, congrats on the Pokemon, Pickles. I have a firm point of view and communicate it clearly. That's the first rule of negotiating. You had me reliving the fighting spirit of when I first became a politician. Rank up! Occasionally ask for more money or items during negotiations. Get the hell out of here, no good, Tora. They're right, I am no good. My apologies, we're done for today. I mean, honestly, man, I want you to change your tie. Your tie needs a little work. Thank you for your hard work. See you next time. What a thank you. Sorry to see me acting like such a coward right after I give you that self-important lecture too. But I'm quite a stubborn individual. I hope today's incident was at least a good example of what not to do. But what do you think? Did you take anything useful from that? I mean, yeah, it was good. Almost nostalgic for me. It reminded me of my early days. Nice. Still losing reputation. Hi, Kasumi. Have you been sleeping well? You look tired. I'm my place to ask, but are you okay? What do you mean? Never mind. It's nothing. Reminds me, tomorrow's the school festival, isn't it? Is your class finished with preparations? It feels kind of nice working together with everyone to put things together. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. I'm going to do some training today, so I'll be heading off. You hear who we're getting for our guest this year? Oh, Akechi, right? Kind of saw that coming. Everyone I know voted for him. Didn't he say he was going to make any more appearances, though? Why do you agree to come here? Probably has something to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going on saying how evil they were before? Yeah, that just proves they're connected to our school somehow, then. You're right. Maybe he'll tell us some stuff about the case. Or am I going to miss the panel this year? They just say whatever they want with no thought. But for now, we'll just have to endure it, at least until we can get some more intel. The most unbelievable thing about this game is I've been bringing my cat to school for months now, and nobody's caught me. Met a friend from college the other day. We caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true, but now we've got so many years behind us. Sometimes people will have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This happens to you guys too. There's a reason for this. This phenomenon has a name. Alright, VTuber. From a psychological standpoint, what's the key reason our memories can differ from reality? Memory bias is the one that seems the obvious answer. Oh no, my nose is still stuffed up from the last sneeze. It's memory bias. That's right, impressive. It's a type of cognitive bias that can impair or alter your memories. Specifically, the name of the phenomenon is called false memory. Like the name implies, it's a case where our brain can generate memories that simply aren't true. Yeah, I'm really smart. I'm maxed out intelligence. The difference between inaccurate memories and facts can lead to a lot of confusion. Still, if your subconscious desire manifests as a memory, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. False memories, but it's totally real to the person? What a strange concept. Sorry, I muted the mic to blow my nose. Also, the grades are out. I wonder if I got first, because I think my intelligence was maxed out when I took the test. How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. Look at that. Look who got the top score. Oh, I am top of the class. Scored the highest on your exam. Most studious disguise. Anywhere from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow's the festival. Will this be okay? The kid said that he was coming. And if he declines the offer, we won't have a guess. That's what you're worried about? Appreciate the concern. It'll be fine. Just need to get him to agree to this somehow. What's he up to? He hasn't done anything since he was going into hiding. I'll try explaining the circumstances surrounding the festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress. Welcome home. Oh, you little shit, you. Honey, I'm home. You're back awfully late. How's business been for you lately? Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well? Unfortunately, haven't seen her much lately. We had a difference of opinion. Oh, Sakura doesn't like this guy either. Doesn't surprise me that people say this country is lethargic. We let these phantom thieves run amok. That man's voice. Because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure. That politician's really honorable. I like how quickly he says he's going to do everything. It is an important undertaking and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. These selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering in the interest of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician. Man, you are so full of shit. Pompous male customer, you're an idiot. Be quiet. Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose, as it is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem and assure the people of this noble country. And I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that. I feel like I've met that man somewhere before. What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out. Aren't you standing too? Standing here's my job, he says, dodging the question. The politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. Feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss? Criminals must be how he sees it. But that is ignorant of their true nature. You on the thieves' side now? It may be somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that, I won't deny that I empathize with them on some level. If this Okumura incident was not the thieves, if they only changed the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs. You a fanboy? I knew there was something special about you ever since the first time we met. I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. That reminds me, they invited me to a panel, and I'm sure you know that already. It's a good opportunity I've decided to accept. Thank you for the coffee, it was delicious. I'm happy I could see you. I'm going now. Oh, you little shit, you. He's absolutely flexing on us. That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? I got a response from Akechi. He accepted it. I heard. Really? Lecture is the afternoon of the second day. It's his exam week, so he'll be able to go in the afternoon. The counselor be at the festival. Oh, that's interesting. I'm curious how they're gonna work out together. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. Futaba. Time like this. I've always dreamed about walking around the school festival with friends. If you could say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there. Thank you for the stretch. Alright, we got Devil Lady and Shogi Girl. But I'm gonna get up and do that stretch first. Reaching high up. Stretch my arms and wrists out a little bit. Do some for my shoulders too. All right. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah, I really don't have much to work with. I think a lot of people I have left right now, or a lot of people I have active at the moment, are afternoon people. My afternoon's been busy. Did it deduct the money? I should have checked first. I also love how the reporter is the devil. That always entertained me. Okumura Foods, that was unexpected. Then your principal commits suicide. The public blames the Phantom Thieves for both incidents, but something doesn't add up. Maybe you're rubbing off on me, but I guess a journalist just gotta question everything. Give me details about the Kamoshida incident. A bulletin board, huh? So the calling card they used for Kamoshida was different. That's a scoop. That kind of information doesn't usually see the light of day. Do you have photos or videos of it? Mishima might. Nice, you have some great connections. But seriously, the Phantom Thieves of Hearts? They sound like kids on a playground, not valiant fighters for society. And they act all high and mighty, but I'm not sure if they're really worth very much in the end. Worth? Yeah, what? You don't think they're really virtuous, do you? My line of work, there's no clearer sign of deception than goodwill. You know, like the shady actions of charitable organizations or the actual criteria of a peace prize. Same with the Phantom Thieves. You just have to learn to take some things with a grain of salt. Come on, don't be such a downer. Why, it's the truth. Here you go again. You used to be so positive. Shut up, I don't care about the past. Give me some sushi. We're out. Why don't you go back to covering politics? No can do. I've been permanently reassigned to the culture and entertainment department. What a crappy company. I mean, you've already been over a year since the incident. Oh, the incident, by the way, I mean, don't say another word. That has nothing to do with my source. Oh, sorry. I'm already sobering up. Give me your refill, Lala-chan. You're such a child sometimes. Want a drink? You can have some of mine if you want. No. That's some scowl you got, Lala-chan. Now, why are you coming to a bar if you can't even drink? That's for the article, obviously. You're a true believer in the Phantom Thieves. At least I know you're going to be pretty useful. I'm not all that interested in the Phantom Thieves myself, but keep the info coming, alright? They call you escargot because you move as slow as a snail. We're out of booze. A certain slosh reporter drank it all. Can't you go buy more? I'll wait for you forever. Able to peek. Oh, he has interest with stories of the Phantom Thieves. My charm increased. There's an even more fan, but it's not dropping my major points this time. Festival seems to be a success. There's more people than last year. This place got famous and all. Yeah, all those reasons. And maybe police officers in plain clothes too. They probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Act like normal students, says the cat that hides in my bag every day. What do you normally do at a school festival? Look at the exhibits and eat stuff? There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out like when we went to the beach. Ryuji's right. Hanging out isn't precisely the focus of a school festival. It's possible that both your names have come up during the investigation. A number of teachers have been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too. Don't let your guard down too much. It's true, the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked. Now then, let's leave it at that. We need to be mindful about what we're saying, right? You're having quite a bit of fun, Haru. You mentioned you were looking forward to this? I want to go around with everybody and eat at the restaurant. Eat at the refreshment stands. Great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Let's head to the stands then. Let's do that. They're pretty good from what I've heard. We're not the last one either? New customers, I'll show you to your seats. So it's your class's stand. It's a deserted island out here. Good for talking since there aren't many people. I heard a lot of rumors on our way here. And it was all bullshit. Here she comes back normal. Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore. There are a lot of odd flavors. Stick to a normal one, I bet they. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer. Mentai cheese. Out of the cod roe. It'll take another 5 or 6 hours for squid. What the heck, lady? Is the whole menu just a sham? We spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put much effort in the octopus. What do you recommend with what you have now? Russian takoyaki. Oh, I don't remember what this is. I saw somebody do this section. We'll have that, please. Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
ていうか、鴨志田まで被害者扱いになりかけてて、もうやけ食いしたい気分。
Yeah, you don't have good memories of Kamoshida. Heard the conjecture the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much. I hear about Akechi's popularity.
つかさ、明智の野郎が出演受けたのって意外とただのお祭りず
Why is Akechi showing up indeed?
メディアでチヤホヤされるの、まんざらでもなさそうだしね。
He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all. You plan on stealing intel, but you might fall into another trap. You get bummed if that happens. That is possible, yes. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi is planning. Lies, I heard the microwave go off. Yeah, every Ryuji, it's pretty bad. What makes it Russian? One of these is special.
おい、まさかロシアンって
あえて行くのが男って感じ?
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
そうなのか。
I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one, but they're all misshapen.
みんな食べないの?
What you gonna eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
なら
I'll take it.
お、さすが。
あれ、みんなお揃い?
Hi, Akechi.
講演会明日なんだけど。
But the panel is until tomorrow. I came to check out the venue. I can't make mistakes since a lot of people will be present. Someone's eager. Alright, this is getting juicy. We got 1 minute for the ad break. So, let's tap this out early so we don't miss any of this nice Akechi drama. Alright, I'll be back in a minute, folks. Or 3 minutes. All right, ad break's over, and we are back. Yeah, Akechi is being a butthead. He showed up. We're like, the panel's not till tomorrow. Oh, but I came to check it out. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be here. People ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions. And that's because you were sloppy. You're tired of baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. You're stealing our food? Really? Let's call this my performance fee. I love you, Ryuji. Eating one bite is a bad idea. I throw this. Oh, my stomach, it burns. Do you need any water? No, I love spicy stuff. Oh my god, I kind of love the fact that he's suffering at this moment. He's such a dick. Hey, does he sound broken to you? Also, thank you for the welcome back, Pickles. He's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian. Like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something. Did he really come to check out the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing. Know what you mean. I'm doing the same thing. We need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. Pull us off no matter what. When he got here, didn't he say everybody's already here? Did he actually say that? Everyone's all here. Oh, that's cute that they do let you go back just far enough. Everyone. You're just imagining things. I guess we got through it all okay. But the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you. Like I'm as tired now as I was after midterms. I don't mind any of that. I just love seeing the detective gulp down the special takoyaki. I had fun because I got to spend it with you guys. No, she's good. She doesn't want to do any more. Let's go home and rest up because we're going to have to deal with Akechi tomorrow. Yusuke is missing. Oh no, he brought takoyaki as an offering. Sorry for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and Ann first spoke to you, I've grown intrigued. I want to talk to you as well. Sakamoto and Takamaki? Glad you take an interest. I guess you hear about counseling? Yes. Now teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss. Oh, an artist talking to a different humanities person. Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? It's not really allowed. How
どうかな
about this? Why not try counseling yourself once? Me? Of course, there's no charge. All you have to do is chat with me for a bit.
では
Very well, you and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. Ah, so you were Madarame-sans. It's in the past. I'm curious, I never imagined counseling to be like this.
まあ
I'd say this is less counseling and more building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a little bit about themselves. The method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examination in a proper counseling session, though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves.
なるほど
I see. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they really making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think like that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes without even them realizing. If I can help lift the weights off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
ありがとうございます
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a valuable experience.
そうだ
Before you go, what would you say your greatest wish in life is at the moment? Would it be success as an artist?
俺は
No, that's not it. The only desire I have in my art is to improve through my own efforts. What would you wish for then? I wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. If at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master, one who would take me in and guide my brush with care.
では失礼します
I must be going now. Please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday. Tomorrow's the moment of truth. Akechi's panel. Apologies for disappearing. I saw Maruki. It was not what I was expecting. Once this is over, I'd like to go for another session. Don't cause him any trouble. I'll do my best. Yeah, we're at home. He just got back from the dorm. He was getting ready for bed. Photo time. Aww. That's a cute photo. So they had one image, which was the other one. Can I make curry? No.
なあ
We're making coffee.
よし 説明しよう
Oh, a different coffee thing. Mexican Altura. Coffee said to be brought to Mexico by the Spanish in the 18th century. It's now one of the world's largest coffee producers. Altura means height in Spanish and describes the altitude the beans were grown. It has a savory aroma, soft acidity, and a nutty flavor. Interesting. Down goes my rep even more.
それではただいまより講演会を始めます。本日のゲスト、明智五郎さんです。
なんだかすみません。
Alright, so she's introducing him. I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered.
歌手の方とか
I'm sure you all have been happy to have a singer and mascot, wouldn't you?
本日明智さんには巷を賑わせている怪盗団
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves.
家庭の実体験
It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigation process.
尋問される側には慣れてなくて
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me. Yeah, he has her pegged.
あいつどこまで知ってんの？
How much do you think he knows?
怪盗団を悪と言
He
って
talks of how the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders.
真犯人の目星が
Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom
気づい
Thieves.
てる
そこんとこうまく聞き出してくれよ。
Come on,
正
Makoto.
直言ってどのくらい進んでいます？怪盗団の捜査差し支えない範囲で
As much as you're allowed to say, how far... Would you tell us how far along your investigation is?
いきなり確信ついてきますね
Getting to the point.
差し支えない範囲
Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, everything on TV and the internet is all of it.
まだ足取りはつかめて
We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
なるほど国家権力をもってしても
Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case? Hasn't it been like a week of real time in game? Like, yeah, you're not gonna find these people in like a week.
あまり大きな声では言えませんが
Wait. Arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case? I wouldn't phrase it that way, but it's something like that.
お答えいただきありがとうございますところで
Uh,
さんは怪盗団と殺
seems you did not a correlation between them and the murders.
怪盗団の不正
Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that they're dangerous?
利用していないと言い切れる
How are you so positive they haven't committed murder?
尋問慣れてませんまるで女検事さんだ
Aren't you a little too comfortable interrogating people? It's almost as though you're a prosecutor.
私自身興味のあることだったので
Excuse me, it's something I've been interested in, so I couldn't help it.
改めてお聞かせ願えますか
But double down, tell us.
怪盗団を悪だと訴え
What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
まこちゃん畳みかけるね質問攻め
これまで怪盗団に改心された面々は奥村も含めいずれも劣らぬ悪党です
Every person whose heart they changed have been criminals, including Okumura. But why was he the only one who needed to be killed?
なぜなんです
その理由
I must admit I couldn't deduce a reason.
だからこそ
That's why I believe the case should be thought of as if a different party were responsible.
それにもしも
And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you,
怪盗団が
if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
今の発言警察は
I mean, just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
警察もまだ
No, the police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of them. He's got to be bluffing.
声でかいって
He is looking directly at you, Ryuji. This man's got your number.
嘘だよねでも
He's lying, but if it's the truth,
聞かないんですか
you're not going to ask me who they are.
本当にいいんですか
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
あくまで試験ですし
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem.
でもひょっとしたら
However,
皆さんは
there's a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
真実ってあいつ何勇気だ
What's he planning on saying?
すごい自信ですね
That's quite the confidence you have there.
おっしゃるなら
If you're so certain, then very
お
well.
聞きします
Who do you think they are, Akechi?
バカ。
いやどうせ証拠なんてない
There's no way he could have any evidence.
怪盗団の正体それは
The people you all know quite well, the identity of the Phantom Thieves are...
僕のだすみません関わっている立場上ちょっと10分ほどいいですか
それでは恐れ入りますが一旦休憩といたします10分後に再
10-minute break.
と明智とかネットで叩かないでくださいねどこか借りられます
体育教官室なら
A PE faculty office.
君も来てほしい
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to
昨日のお
discuss.
友達
Your friends from yesterday here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's alright?
仕組んだの
Did you set this up?
10分しかないよ
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
話って何
What did you want to talk about?
嘘
でっち上げだろうが。
Gotta be photoshopped.
動画もある
I have video footage too. Let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go into that other world too, yes? Us too?
君たちだけじゃない。
And not just all of you, I'm aware of that world as well.
向こうへ行くと
I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance
あの不
changes.
思議な力のせ
It's
い
because of those mysterious powers, isn't it?
僕があの世界を知ったのは
I found out about it a month ago.
いつの間にかこんなも
This
の
has
が
been installed on my phone without my knowledge.
おいこれ
アプリが起動したと思ったら
When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed.
正直
Frankly, I can't believe it myself.
この写
Look
真
at these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
黙って聞いてりゃ妄想で喋ってんじゃん
Cut the
君
delusional.
たちは異世界で怪盗行為をやってる
But he knows the word metaverse too, and nobody told him
同
that.
じ力を持っているからこそ僕は確信を持って言える
I have the same power as you.
沈黙は肯定に取るよ
Take your silence as confirmation.
実を言うとね
In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. To think it would end like this.
私たち殺してません。
僕もそう思ってる
I believe you didn't kill anybody.
確証があるの？
I can be
それ
sure
は僕が
because I saw the real
別の
culprit.
真犯人を見たからだ
マジか
誰よそれ？
Who was it?
顔はわからない
Couldn't identify his face, he had a mask on. When I took these photos, I entered that world too.
そこで君たち以外の動いている
I
やつ
saw someone else moving about besides all of you.
そいつは僕
He
を
shot me at the moment he noticed me.
そいつが奥村社長
That's who killed Okumura?
おそらく
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here, I need to determine the truth.
そう強く思ったと
When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
こいつもペルソン。
この猫
The cat talked?
確かに喋ったよな
I swear it just talked.
モルガナ。私たちに異世界のことを教えてくれた仲間。
本当
Really?
信じられない
The talking cat,
い
huh?
やでも事実
But it is true that you know things I don't.
ねモルガナ君
Were you the one who instructed them on how to change people's
僕
hearts?
もあの世界を体
I
験
experienced that world too, but I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
異世界。我が輩たちは
We go into the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure.
それで取られたやつ
And those whose treasures have been stolen have a change of heart.
そんな手口確か
There's
に
no way anybody could figure out such an MO.
つかさっき話したやつそいつのせいでこんな
方法は知らないけど君たち
Although I don't understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided the Phantom Thieves did it, they'd arrest you at this rate.
そんな間違いを見逃すわけにはいかない
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
取引。
真実への捜査に協力してほしい
I'd like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
断ったら
If we decline,
警察に話すしかないと思ってる
then I'll have to inform the police about all of you along with the video I mentioned.
脅しじゃねえか
Yeah, you're right, it's blackmail.
構わないこれが僕なりに正しいと信じる方法人の命を
The
奪う
justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
正義。
君たち怪盗団の捜査を
Heard Saizan is the one spearheading the investigation, right? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the breakdown incident and end the commotion. They're the ones who are putting pressure on Saizan, and I can only imagine her impatience.
俺たちがやった証拠はどうやって証明する気
How do they intend to prove it is a great question.
因果関係が認定さ
Here
れ
there's no objective explanation for the method, it's over once causality is
彼女は
established.
正常な判断ができていない
She can't make rational judgments at the
追
moment.
い詰められたら
If she recorded well, she may even make up a confession.
仕上げ。
全部俺らのせいにすんのか
私たち人なんて殺してない。なのに捕まるの？
捕まれば有罪しかもかなり重い罪になるだろ
Yeah, society's gonna throw us under the bus.
う残念だけど僕一人じゃ
Fortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of
だ
things.
から協力。
That's why you want to cooperate?
代
Return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. These are my conditions. I ask you to disband the Phantom Thieves after this. Let me think it over. I don't think it's a bad deal, though. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. Glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. Yeah, this is all a fucking song and dance to him. It's definitely worth coming today for various reasons. I should be getting back. But I'm sorry, would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called me in the first place was because you wanted intel, right? My business is concluded as well. I'll deal with it somehow. Yeah, he had our number, Ryuji. Hey, they're going. Sorry about the sudden break. An urgent case came in. I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today. I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation. I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to see what happens. He's got evidence on us. We don't have a choice. Once it is done, we'll have to cool our heads and think about this even more. Make up our minds by the time he contacts us again. We need to give this a lot of thought. Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Things have quieted down recently. Several incidents occurred again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered the mental shutdown. He received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves. Why did Futaba have something like this? Okay. Knew it, she's... Post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join, everybody. Or we could go with Kazumi. Oh, I wasn't sure yet. Let's go together. Sure, cutie. Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can. It's already begun. Members of the dance club. Everybody join in. Don't fall behind the dance club. Strut your stuff. It's showtime. Okay, that's fun.
やりますね先輩。
Now that everybody's warmed up, let's switch the music.
君一年の吉沢さんでしょ。ちょっとお願いあるんだけどさ。
Got a favor to ask you.
先輩頼まれちゃったので。
They asked me to help them with something. Wait here and watch what happens. Ah, she's gonna be dancing too? It is nice to get a video.
Oh, おい見ろよ。え？
Bit of a mix of gymnastics and ballet. Cute little scene. I left the party with Kasumi to cool off a bit outside.
疲れたけど楽しかったです。思わずノリノリで踊っちゃいました。
Sure did dance your heart out. You even got an animated sequence. As great as I expected.
ありがとうございます。
さっきのダンスすごかったな。
ねえ、私見入っちゃった。お父さんからです。すみません。そろそろ。
Want me to walk you home?
ありがとうございます。高野菜、とても楽しかったです。それでは。
See you later. Jim's quieted down. Looks like the dance is over. I ought to head home. Oh, again? Oh. Kawakami. Kawakami, yes. We're gonna leave and we're going back.
ああいう報われない感じ。
Efforts being ignored and yet they continue to give it their all.
若さだよね。
That's youth for you, I guess. You're quite dignified.
何？にしてもさ。
Anyway, what Akechi sent earlier.
二人になれるとこ行かない？
Want to go someplace where we can be alone? I want to talk to you about
高野
something.
菜楽しんでからでいいから、後で生徒会。
どなたかこちらからご指名しちゃいます。それじゃあそこの彼団長までお。
The carefree spirit who does as he pleases or an airhead who's oblivious to the situation. I'm gonna go see Kawakami.
早かったね。明智くんが言ってたじゃない？
You know how Akechi was talking about the true identities of the thieves?
なんか困ったことになったら言ってね。
Let me know if you're in any trouble, okay?
今度は私が助けになるから。
I'll be there to help you. Would you shank Akechi for me? You're the ideal maid.
真面目な話してんのに
Oh, she liked that one.
周りが何言ってもさ
No matter what's going on around you, I'll always be by your side.
君頼りがいがあるから
I know I always end up depending on you since because you're so reliable,
たまには甘えてきてもいいんだからね
but depend on me sometimes, okay? Can I sleep on your lap?
ダメ
No, we're at school,
代
remember?
わりってわけじゃないけど
Not a substitute, but I can give you this. Sario Takoyaki.
なんか照れるね
It's embarrassing. This makes me happy, thank you.
よかったじゃあ仕事に戻るね
And I'm going back to work.
ああさっきの話
Oh, and about what you asked me to do?
学校の外なら
I'm pretty okay with it as long as we're not at school.
気をつけて帰りなさいよ
Get home safe. A lot of people have been losing their minds lately. There's been a sudden increase. I bet it's because of that fan site. I heard the victims were on the rankings there. We should be blaming the people who requested it. Yeah?
おかえり途中でどっか
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival. Tried to find you, but I gave up quickly.
タバ頭冷やしてた
Thoughts were getting out of hand.
他にもいろでもそろそろ中に入ろうと思ってたところだ
最近何かとマスコミがうるさくてね。
Mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately.
対策未だならず好き勝手言ってで
How's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
真に至るものはまだ
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction.
どうなってるんだね。賞賛があるん
Didn't
じ
you
ゃ
say you
な
were
くて
close to closing this case?
失敗は許されないとも言った。困ったね。このままじゃ君出世どころかここにいられなくなるよ。
Wow. It'd be a jerk, buddy.
そんな
期待していたつもりだが、いや人選も含め作戦を練り直す必要があるのかもしれないな。
We may need to reform the operation as well since the selected personnel for this.
最後までやらせてくださいこの事件
ずっと追っていたのは知って
I know you've been at this for a while now, even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so you can question them personally.
それが望みだろ。
That's what you want, right?
国のトップが変わろうとしている。
Leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their
言って
term.
おくが、
I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
わかりました
少しくらい大胆な手に出てもいい。必ず
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results no matter what.
ああ、そうだ。不測の事態が起きた
If the
ら
unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
非常に
失敗は許されない。
Failure isn't an option.
手はず通りです。
Whoa, that face.
ただいま宗次郎
掃除してたらよ。予告状だろこれ。
勝手に部屋に入っ
そんなの後でいくらでも謝ってやるよ。
Yeah, he's unhappy.
それは
うろたえるような代物か。やっぱりただの
This isn't just some game you're playing.
なんで黙ってんの。
なぜ取っといたって
説明しろ。話せないようなこ
おいこのまま
I'll explain
と。
everything.
双葉と話してんだ。担当直入に聞くぞ。
I'll get right to the point. Is this a real
お前
one?
はその改心させられたのか。
Did they trigger a change of heart in her?
どうなんだ。
お母さん死んで
Ever since mom died, there was no exit.
心の迷宮
I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave, but I couldn't do it by myself.
双葉。そこ座れ。話だけは聞いてやる。
Sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
カイトは
They saved me, they stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research, they changed my cognition.
マジかよ。認知を変える若葉の
There's a research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself too, but still. Why did you notice?
医者でもさじ投げたって
Said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. Even the doctors had thrown in the towel.
初めは
First, I chalked it up to other kids being a better support for you than any adult. As I watched the tabloid shows day in day out, a thought crossed my mind. Your case seems similar with the Phantom Thieves were doing.
すごい。
So you're a guardian, you know? I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
宗次郎。
でも
But to think Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official.
国と
My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab
みたいな仕事
that Wakaba worked at,
知り合ったのも
and the time that I got to know her.
あいつがな
She said something odd when we were out drinking. One of these days, she might die a bizarre
そ
death.
んなの冗談だって思う
Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I laughed it off.
だが
But it happened exactly as she
お前に
said.
何かあったら
If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel I let her down.
お前に聞きたいことがある
Here's something I want to ask you, freeloader.
お前の態度を見る限り
Judging from your attitude, you knew about the calling card too, didn't you?
当然双葉が怪盗団に
I should have known Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Or you should have known she had it through them as well.
お前ひょっとして怪盗団ってのと
Is there a connection between you and
最初の
them?
改心事件
First incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school.
うちにあの絵を持ってき
The
た
kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of the artist who had a change of heart.
ここに来て双葉だ
Then Futaba.
近くに必ず
You always seem to be linked to these incidents. Got anything to say? Sorry for keeping things quiet.
世間じゃ犯罪者って言われてる連中だ
What people call them? Criminals.
なんでそんなヤバい奴らと
Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
違うよ。私が頼んだ。
It's not true. I asked
だ
them.
から助けてくれた。
That's why he saved me. He stole my heart.
頼むまさかこいつがお前を改心させた張本人っていう
Wait, so he's the one that did it?
つまり怪盗とつながっ
He
て
didn't just deal with them. He's actually one of them.
冗談もいい加減にしろよ
Pull on my leg, aren't you? It's no joke.
まさかお前本当に
You're serious. You're really one of these Phantom Thieves? For crying out loud.
宗次郎。
So basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the past 6 months.
しかも双葉ま
On
で
top of that, Futaba's involved.
どうなってんだよ
What the hell?
私。
I went to find the culprit who killed my mom.
殺したって
Wait, killed?
殺されたんだよ。
She was killed.
私思い出したの。
I remember it now.
やめろ
Stop this nonsense.
なんで信じないの？宗次郎も他の人たちと同じ。
Ooh, why won't you believe me? You're the same as everyone else.
知ってたんでしょ。
Didn't you know already? The way mom died wasn't normal.
気づいてたんでしょ。
Didn't you notice her research was stolen by someone?
宗次郎。
あいつが死んだ時
When she passed away, I did think it was odd.
妙に気なくせ
It was awfully fishy.
俺に何
What could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all.
その果てが
Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe.
お前
To be frank, I took you in for my own good.
要は自分勝手な
I could somehow make up for what I'd done.
余計な苦労
It's
し
basically my fault you got burdened with all this crap.
別に宗次郎は悪くない。
偉そうに説教
I acted all big, lectured him, and yelled at you kids.
しまいに慰
In
め
the end, I ended up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I? That's not true.
っていうか悪いのは殺したやつに決まってるじゃん。
I mean, the one who killed mom is the one at fault.
そうか安心しろ
Don't worry. Even if you are the Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain you to the Phantom Thieves.
ただ一つだけ言わせろ
Let me just say one thing,
勝
though.
てない喧嘩から
Immediately back out of a fight you can't win. What do you mean?
わからないのか
Don't you get it?
万が一
If by chance you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba,
子供がどうこうできる
then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, alright?
もう 話は終わりだ。
We're done talking about this.
飯にするぞ。
Alright, time to eat. All that yelling got me hungry. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened. Yeah, fair, Futaba. I am tired too.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you, Pickles. I should do that. I knew there was a reason I made that emote. What, he knows everything? You've got to be kidding. Are you okay? Did he report you? We wouldn't be receiving these messages if he wasn't okay. I have a feeling the boss was no ordinary man. Didn't he recommend you turn yourself in, though? Oh, he didn't recommend that. I think we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. How our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? She was killed by a mental shutdown, the same method but the culprit used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? Probably another government official. Aren't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. And if you're right, wouldn't the police be working for him too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big. Can we really win this? Guess the chief had an inkling after all. It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. You can sleep on the sofa. Shouldn't you sleep on the sofa so Futaba can sleep on the bed? I'm gonna go home. Good night. Guess she's not close enough to consider that. Just go to sleep. I don't think I've saved all stream either. 4 days. 4 busy days. Jesus. And no level up for the magician. Not the magician, the fool. This concludes the speech given by Representative Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Okumura's death, and others. Police have designated them as the country's most wanted fugitives, and decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture. Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen, and considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims further. Give 30 million yen for doing that. That's insane. Hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be looking for the Phantom Thieves. It'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen? There was no choice. That may have been true, but still. How do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless. Believe in me. I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about. I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too. You see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves become public enemy #1. Yeah, 30 million yen is a lot. Like, even 1 million is a considerable amount, but 30 is an insane number. And that'll be when their curtain falls. I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for them ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to this school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. There'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man. Let me just dream a little bit. You see the news? I brace myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're going to get away with this. Our backs are against the wall. Discussing it here won't do us any good. Let's talk more in person. We're wanted now, huh? The reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic I can't help but laugh. Yeah, he's got a hollow voice there, though. Poor bastard. We're finally being treated as actual criminals. I'm positive now. Remember all those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. Okumura ranked first, the Fab before that, even Mejid. This is all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. The enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start after we gained popularity. Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were really corrupt actually not? No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't it the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous targets would have been used to lure us. Cheap trick? Cheap is nothing of the sort. There's the fake Mecha and the site's altercation. They might even be engineering the fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intended to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group. That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things carelessly. Yeah, he's right. Your father was a criminal. He's a terrible person. All I can think about was my fiance. If only I'd been able to cope with it more calmly. I should have spoken up too when the president died. Why did we lose? What did we do wrong? They baited us. Probably because we weren't acting like ourselves. At that time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public. Yeah, it really is. We were so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot. I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults. I think we'd begun clinging on to fame and a place to belong that our eyes became clouded. We meant to be the righteous Phantom Thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. I know we've been set up and that I was a complete idiot too. This is so damn frustrating. Of course, I want to do something about this. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against and whether they're an individual or an organization. Furthermore, they must be in a position of power or have a powerful backer if they can go so far. Are we really a match for this? Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everybody. Let's turn the tables. Running away with the tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses. Yeah, can't let it end like this. It's like we've settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Sorry about yelling earlier. Being framed in the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it and I'm sorry. I know how you feel. It's confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even somebody like me could be a hero. It made me happy to be depended on. I guess it all went straight to my head. I just thought I could do anything if that was for justice, but that makes me no different than our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it. You can still change, Ryuji. Changing who I am now. Yep. Oh god, it's going to be a call from everybody. Message from Akechi. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Tomorrow's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay. We'll manage. Regardless, I don't want anybody disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. We'll see you all tomorrow. No point in fretting about it now. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Exactly.
Nah.
LeBlanc charm. Just 100 SP with an ally. That's nice. Prevents sleep. I guess it makes sense for a coffee shop. Call Kawakami another time. No curry tonight either. Well, fine, spite you, game. I'm making coffee instead. Brazilian number 218. Produces the most coffee in the world. The beans are known to be of high quality, have balanced acidity, and a bitter finish. Also known as Santos, number 218, is one of the most popular Brazilian coffee. 2 stands for the quality, 18 the bean size. Interesting. And more Shido, who is incredibly obviously corrupt. But we have an ad break coming up in about 3 minutes. I'm going to trigger it early, and we'll just start his whole spiel from the top here. So let me tab out, get that ad break started, and we'll be back in 3 minutes, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Took an extra minute there for a snack and washing some dishes. We'll pop back in now. Ah, yes. Shido. An issue in which criminals do whatever they want or the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little too late. Government as it stands has been left behind by the times. It's obsolete. We don't have to go down with the sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let's end this chaos through my hands and yours.
与党の議員なんですよね。与党分裂新党結成って噂も。俺今回は選挙に行きますよ。この人に投票します。お前今
People are very gullible.
言ってねえの？社会人としてそりゃどうか。俺今まで政治に興味なかったけど。
Politics never interested me before, but this politician seems pretty amazing.
熱意があってちゃんと未来を考えてて、これ絶対この人に投票します。まあ他の政治家じゃ頼りないし、そうなるよな。
Makes sense since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
捜査に協力しろって私たちに何をさせるつもり？
When you say you want to cooperate with us, what exactly do you mean?
そうだね。まずはコーヒーもらえるかな。
Good question, but may I impose on you first and be a dick?
余裕ぶっこいてんじゃねえ。
Thank you, Ryuji.
手短にお願い。
指名手配に加え、懸賞金までとは。かなり切羽
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are desperate measures.
サエさんの方だよ。
I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wit's end.
ここまでやるなんて。
She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far.
指名手配で注目を集め。
Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
警察は私たちのことを掴んでいない。逮捕
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
そうだね。
True, I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
脳書きはいい。本題は
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
担当直入に言おう。
I'll be
サ
blunt.
エさんを改心させ
I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai, who's... I've already discovered that she has a palace.
捜査機関の暴走を阻止する。
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
その通り。
Precisely.
だからって改心させなくても。
So there's no need to change her heart just for that.
たかが一人の捏造で。
Indeed, it's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
それがそうでもないんだ。
Fortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around here would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
警察がそんなことするってのか。
You're saying the police would do such a thing? I know, Ryuji. It's surprising that the police would turn a blind eye to false evidence.
信用されてるんだな。
It seems they're more trusted than I thought.
今日は事態の収束。
Their priority is in settling the situation. They don't care who the culprit is.
腐ってやがれ。
僕の目的は真犯人を。
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too.
だが今の状況は
However, the current situation is extremely bad. So, I'm gonna let us in on a little thing here because this is an interesting bit of story. I know who the true culprit is. They're in the room with us. And since we know the whole party was there on one side of this, the true culprit can only be one other person. Wink, wink. And that's because I've seen bits and pieces of information, but it is an interesting conversation where he's being very specific with what he's being honest and dishonest about. Because Akechi is not being completely honest, but he is being very selectively deceptive. And that's interesting to look at it. Wink, wink. Exactly, Pickles.
真犯人どころか。
If worse comes to worse, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit.
唯一の解決法は
The only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop the situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
そういう
So that's why.
真実が闇に葬
The truth will be covered up and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
その気持ちは
I can understand how you feel.
それにさえさんを
And changing her heart will protect her as well.
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
怪盗団捜査
If the true culprit were to learn she's responsible for the investigation, what would
命
happen?
が狙われる可
I'm
能性
certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place the blame on the Phantom Thieves. Which is correct,
僕の
because
話乗ってくれるかな
if a certain culprit were to position themselves to do such a thing, they could put everybody in the right room at the wrong time.
正義にこだわるのに
Will you agree to your plan? Well, we have no choice. You're blackmailing us, so. Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
真相を突き止めるため
This
に
can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth.
それにさえさんを改心させる
There's also one more merit in changing her heart.
手を出すなという警告になる
She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further.
捜査関係者に改
They
心
can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'll show their
すれ
corruption.
ばあとは僕が真犯人を
Thank you.
突き止めるだけだ
Though that wasn't a sneeze, it was me clearing my throat, but thank you all the same. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
真犯人が逮捕さ
You're
れ
gonna
た
tell
解散宣
you're
言
gonna
を
tell
出
us
せ
to announce our
と言うんでしょ
disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
さすが
That's expected from Manijima, so what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
誠どうなんだ
Yeah, what do you say,
う
Makoto?
まくできた計画だわ。
It's a well-made plan, even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
お褒めいただけて光栄だよ
Flattered to hear that.
なぜそこまでするの？
Why do you want to do this, Akechi? Why are you seeking justice?
最低な大人
Because of sickening human
そう
beings.
だね
My contempt for such people
そいつ
drives
の
my
反
sense of
骨心が
justice.
僕の正義の源だ
The music completely stopped in this second.
社会のためとか
This isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty
それは
ideal.
極めて個人
It's
的
simply an absurd grudge, and it's extremely personal.
お前
なんか私たちと似てる。
Doesn't he remind you of us? You think?
うまく言えないけど。
Can't really explain it, but I guess it's
ムカつかされ
how
た
some disgusting adult pissed him off.
似た者同士
We're similar, huh?
だから
Maybe that's why I thought I could ask you all this.
さえさんを改心させる
Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai's heart? It's not a bad deal.
ありがとう
Thanks, I was actually rather worried
君
there.
たちが協力して
This mission
くれ
can't succeed without your cooperation.
怪盗団は消滅
And these will be disbanded and everything will work out. I pray it does.
まこちゃん、私は平気。それに、みんなに
I never brought it up till now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she had a palace.
なんで言ってくれなかったの？
Why didn't she tell us?
こんな自分勝手な理由。
It was a selfish reason, yeah.
ただ、それ以上の
Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
じゃあ下調べも兼ねて今から
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out?
いろいろ初めてだから慣れておきたいしね
A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get accustomed to it too.
ごめん、今日はちょっと用事
Sorry, I actually have plans today.
そうか
See, it's unfortunate.
お姉さんに
You tell your sister about
もち
this.
ろん話さないわ
Of course not, it's just
珍しく歯切れが悪いな
you seem awfully evasive. Is something the matter?
ちょっと今日は
I can't make time today.
じゃあ明日から
Let's call it a day then and resume this tomorrow.
みんなごめんね。
Is this the anniversary of her father's death or something?
誠、なんか変じゃなかったか？
I wonder why.
わからん。とにかく明日からか。
All starts tomorrow. Yeah, we changed her heart in November.
私にパレスが。
So there's a palace in me.
明智五
And
郎
Akechi was
じゃあ
involved.
怪盗団は彼の手引きで私
The
を
Phantom
狙っ
Thieves
た
targeted me per his advice.
しかも奥村の時点では
He'd already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case?
まさか
It can't be. He never said a word.
そういえば
Though his attitude did suddenly change around that time.
明智君は一番大
He
事
kept
な
quiet
話を
most important details. My own sister may be a phantom thief.
本当なら
This is all true. I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through 2 mental shutdown cases. You are apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes that the villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me, not for your own preservation? That's not all. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey, keep focusing, kid. I know you're pumped full of a ton of drugs, but you're completely worn out. The look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that? I haven't lost yet. I'm amazed it seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, the man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story is true now, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point, no, most likely from the start, I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. If that's the case, the true integrity... And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you. Slowly starting to accept the truth, I feel like my bond with her is growing stronger. She's like, what, 5 now? 6. Wish I gave with bonuses. No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Darn, sneezes are back. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything. Summary of the story has been updated. What's the favor you need? It's pretty late. We're going to Nejima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships, it doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with the countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire or her underwear. Wait, what? Her repertoire of underwear. Girls shouldn't say things like that. That's impressive. I may be overthinking a bit my voice. Same as always. There's something else we want you to look into. Yep. They're obfuscating things. I noticed when they did that earlier. So we figured out it was Akechi in that room. Me and Morgana, and we're keeping it very on the down low. Because some people in our group can't keep a secret, Ryuji. Today's news, the investigating team has announced new progress. Opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence for the current cabinet. Legislator Shido's plan for a new party has sparked fears of government disbandment. Where are we meeting today? Alright, we never told you where to meet up. At the courthouse. Government office district. Looking at the map is impressive. Police Department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Diet Building is right near there too. According to Akechi, our identities haven't been discovered yet. We're going to plunge headfirst in enemy territory. Has anybody contacted him? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard. We're heading to the Lion's Den. It's the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out? I rarely get to see her directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, investigation will likely be done at Shujin, as well as the Sakura residence. The time limit is November 20th. There'll still be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th. We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace. I concur, we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. It's the model I wanted. You're so lucky. So recently she was actually, well... Maybe best if you exchange content info with everyone too, and not just me. I'll send everyone's contacts to you later. And she's putting a bug in his phone. You got a good personality and good looks. Talk about cheating. I think she's praising you. Shall we get started? What do you think about what her sis thinks the courthouse is, right? I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win. Sounds like her. It'd be unbearable if we were put on trial for a reason like that. Though a competition might mean it's a match of some sort. Maybe a martial arts ring? A stadium or an arena? There are other competitions besides fighting and sports. Racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko. Does that count as gambling? We played cards during the school trip. A casino. I definitely see Sai-san in you. Well, it's time we head in then. Take your time, eh? Head right past there and keep a low profile. We're all in our regular clothes. We haven't shifted yet. Yep, big old casino. Everyone else seems to be normal cityscape. Isn't that the police station? Our attire doesn't change, that mean we aren't considered as threats or hostiles yet. Areas outside her courthouse must not be worthy of her attention. It always looked like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station is also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. Although her food and belongings, when she was sent on loan... I brought her food... Okay. Phantom Thieves can't go around using their real names. It ain't cool.
だいたい見た目で決めてるよね。
For instance, decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
何ハル？なんでも。
なら僕はカラスってとこかな。
Karasu, you know, like a raven?
真っ黒とか？
Your clothes black or something?
逆さ。
The reverse,
バレない
actually.
ためのコードネームなら
If our code names are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
カラス。一人だけは風だな。
You'd be the only Japanese sounding
な
one.
ら英語でクロウだね。よし、今からお前はクロウだ。
了解した。
じゃあ、お目当ての裁判所に行こうぜ。
Let's head into the courthouse.
いいか？
Pull him out. Put in Akechi. Ooh, good music. No usable skills. Trash. We'll to sneak in from here.
これ警戒されてるってことだ。
So we're acknowledged as a threat now.
つかお前隠れて盗む自覚ねえだろ。
Dude, you plan on stealing stuff in that getup?
こいつにとっての反逆者の
That just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
正義を貫く人ってイメージだけどね。
Now, this is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
確かに貫きそうな仮面。
Your mask is more apt for piercing than sticking.
それはそうと、中にいる。
People in here look completely
で
normal.
も、見ての
But it's a
通り
flashy casino, there's no doubt this is a palace.
そっか、クロウは認知の存在とか。
He doesn't know much about cognitive beings.
主が見た現実
In
の
addition to similar topography, cognitive beings exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
おっとあれ専門用語ばっかで。
要するに、
In essence, since these look like real people's sides view of others is surprisingly undistorted.
でもこれじゃ
But considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it's not actually a real casino.
だが
Not all cognitions are normal though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them.
人に見えても油断は
People may look normal, but we should be careful, particularly of those in positions of power.
君たちは毎回こんなことを
Is this what you have to go through every time? Yes.
初めてだ、僕。
It's the first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
足引っ張るなよ、クロ
僕に限ってそれはない。
I won't let that happen.
ウ。よし、攻略の期限は11月。もちろんルートを確保してから。
We need to secure an infiltration route before we send a calling card, as
あ
always.
の予告状、ただのカッコつけじゃなくて。
So the card wasn't just for show; it was a necessary step.
話の腰を折らないでくれる？
ごめん。
さて、
緊張するね。
感じるぞ。
Aluminum sheet. You can't just walk under. Oh my god. Where am I going to leave? him in the one way. Oh, here we go. Come on out, you petty thieves.
俺ら見つかってんぞ。
She can see us. You're after the treasure, aren't you? Come down and I'll tell you where it is. What is her tattoo? Jesus. It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't gonna run, are you?
来たわね。
Oh god, Goth Psy looks really hot. That is unfair. That is unfairly attractive. It's located in the manager's floor, the highest point of this building.
どうして教えるの？
Why are you telling us this? Yeah, exactly.
言ったでしょ。正々堂々と勝負したいだけ。まずは上がっていらっしゃい。
Come to my location, we'll continue this there.
あのエレベーターで上の階に行けるらしい。彼女を追い。何？
Loot everything here.
Members カードを認識。メンバーズ？
スロットクラブじゃないかな。
カタカナばっかかよ。
一般的なカジノには
Casinos typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player.
ここの様子じゃ
So instead of this palace, some other things might be happening here.
だったら話は。
まあそうな。やはりか。正面。
まずは上がってこい。
Must be daring us to challenge the security of the palace to make it to her.
来るぞ。
大丈夫。僕に任せてくれ。期待以上を約束するよ。
Yeah, we don't get a moment where he takes off his mask, but we do get this.
じゃあ始めようか。大丈夫。イコロセ、ロビンフット。
Heavy almighty damage to all foes for 24. Severe physical damage to one foe. Bless and curse. Nicely done, Lana. Let's try the almighty damage. Yeah, that'll do it. New skill on Makoto. Strengthens nuke. Not too bad. Capable with more. To the shadows.
そうね。
Are you kicking us out? Well, at least I can buy weapons for people now. Day was one surprise after another. Hope we can thrive in our work together. He's on the listing now. We need to explain the steps we take. We secure the infiltration route, then we send the calling card. In doing so, the core of the ruler's distorted desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of the heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps would be something along those lines. Ain't as easy as it sounds, don't underestimate this. Nijim and Shadow seem to be really confident. There's no knowing what may await, let's continue cautiously. Let me know when you want to go to the palace.
いよいよ正念場だぞ。よーし。
Things are really sour, there's even a bounty on you guys, but seriously, I believe you're innocent. By the way, I changed the survey question. It's already up in flames, though. It's a problem for me if people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can. I'm counting on you.
荒れてんのかよ。人気はどん底だもんな。おい。おい。
So I can't call her. Can I make curry? Fine, spite. I'll make some coffee then.
なあ。
うん、よし。
説明しよう。
Colombian Bucaramanga Supremo. High altitude, rainy climate, and soil of the Colombian mountains creates a strong foundation for the high quality coffee. Supremo indicates the size of the bean, and the other word is where it's grown. It has a rich, sweet taste and mild acidity. Sunday. The time has come. No matter what happens, we have to change your heart. Right. Counting on you. We may have our own unique way of doing things, but we should just proceed forward as usual. Leave it to me. That's why I asked that you lend me your help. Alright. Okay. The planned changing sign Nijima's heart has begun. Try to steal your target's heart by the deadline. Mission start. Training exam palace. Futaba and Takemi, Yusuke, Haru, who I have not done anything with yet. Airsoft shop.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Mayete.
学生は運動会の季節からな。買うの気に入ったが。あ、それが壊すんじゃねえぞ。
Morgana.
また来い。
Didn't I have a saber for Morgana? Venture saber.
どうした？おう、そうか。よし、どれにすんだ？それどうだ？
Panther.
この、気に入ったか？いたずらに使うんじゃねえ
Let's
ぞ。
upgrade Makoto first. Energy swords. He uses a freaking lightsaber.
それ壊すんじゃねえぞ。いたずらに使うんじゃねえぞ。
Sword disguised as a long smoking
それ
pipe.
にどうだ？ まあいいだろう。
Sell a bunch of treasure.
そうか。おう。今月仕入れたやつはデザインの良さが。
Oh god.
壊すんじゃねえぞ。
Sell the old one. What does Akechi have? Terrible stuff.
気に入ったか？
These equipment upgrades are actually really strong.
いたずらに使うんじゃねえぞ。
Yuji, and then back to me, who's already been upgraded.
よし、どれにすんだ？新しく入荷したモデルがある。今時こいつが手に入るのは珍しいんじゃねえか。
The Fury. Oh god, Morgana.
それか、壊すんじゃねえぞ。
Increases the accuracy, increases the
パチンコは
damage,
狙う技術の他に
fire damage, lightning, or ice.
それにすんのいいだろう。
Toy ray gun with an elegant design. Haru's next weapon is called the Town Burner. I'm sorry? Makoto's using the baptism. Yusuke. Anne. Gone, I already bought. Accuracy versus attack.
運動会の季節か。あのスターターピそれよし。
Let's give him accuracy.
また来い。
やるか。
Wait, do I really have like 900 yen in my name? I do.
どうした？おう。
Yeah, you're gonna buy some stuff from me.
この季節、天気のいい日は山でも行ってぶっありがたく思う。 まあいいだろう。ありがたく思え。まあいいだろう。ありがたく思え。
Alright.
まあいいだろう。ありがたく思え。
Okay, ghillie vest.
まあいいだろう。ありがたく思え。
Okay, I have money again. Don't forget to do maintenance on the guns. And Haru's here. There's Makoto. Yeah, take me to the roof. We'll save here. Have you decided on any plans for the day? Let's hang out. Is this perhaps some part of your grand infiltration strategy? That's a secret. Relaxation is pretty vital at times like these. Let's bring my most recent harvest to Sakura-san. Sure, I'll join you.
嬉しい。お邪魔します、おじさま。
Sorry for asking this of you.
で、それが作ったやつか。
This is what you grew.
率直なご意
I'd
見
like the honest opinion from a culinary professional.
見してみな。
Let me see.
正直。
Both the taste and appearance are the opposite of what I call market grade.
そうですか。
けど、こんな都会のそれも屋上高でここまで。
I'm impressed you managed to grow anything at all on a rooftop of all places.
光栄です。
Thank you. I can't say it tasted good, but it was actually somewhat refreshing.
シャキッとするんだよ。薬の苦味も時には。
Kind of like how you feel good after taking bitter medicine.
元は家にあった苗で、
I first came across a plant in my house.
お店に出す品種の
Possible to the experimental breed created for use at Okumura
あ
Foods.
りがとうございます、おじさま。参考にしますね。
Oh, this is so this specific plant she came across in her house. Ara's vegetables have a bitterness to them, but exude a strong energy.
確かに、
He's right. That was the same thought I
お
had.
じさまが
I think I understand what Sakura-san meant when he said they were refreshing. Sunbathed vegetables seem to fill me with energy. This might be useful for palace forays.
嬉しい。こんなこと怪盗団とは繋がらないって思ってたのに。
I'm happy I didn't expect this hobby of mine to provide value to the Phantom
私が
Thieves.
得意って言えること
This
は
is the only thing I can honestly say I'm good at. Sounds like hard work.
ありがとう。気を使ってくれて。
Thank you for worrying about me. I find the work relaxing.
だったら時々相談に乗っ
Could you help me out again sometime like you did today?
私頑張っ
She's more enthusiastic than before. And flipping forward. This might be our last one of these, actually. And you needed somebody who knew something about fresh
君た
vegetables.
ちある大企業に探りを入れていたそうね。社屋に侵入した可能性さえあるとか。話しなさい。
Oh, that's weak as hell.
我は何時
New vow, wings of rebellion. With the birth of the Empress, I shall have attained the wings of blessings that lead to freedom and new power. Allows you to grow vegetables with Haru on the rooftop. Why is this at the end of the game?
よし。
Grow vegetables. Vegetables are full of energy and grant a variety of effects when used as items that may prove useful when exploring the metaverse.
でも確かに
He was right, the taste leaves much to be desired. Thank you for having me. Your feedback on the vegetables was a big help. If there are any vegetables in particular you'd like, let me know. I certainly have plenty of seeds, so if you have a preference, I'll prioritize in growing them first. Thanks, I'm counting on you. I won't let you down. I may not be good yet, but I'll contribute to the Phantom Thieves my own way. I'm heading home for the day. You're back? Well, how do I put this? I'm glad you made it home. Yo, Akechi, what is it? Can I tell you who the true culprit might be? Yeah, you said you saw a mask guy, right? Tell me about that. The so-called true culprit is acting alone, and there could be no mistake about it. Who is the masked person? Unfortunately, I don't know much. It's quite harsh. You're making me blush. Once this is dealt with, I will surely capture him. I promise you that. We'll be counting on you. Help me out. Do a test. Speech help. Let's go here and have her pump Haru with some points. You know, say, I can just sense it by looking at your face. The death aura is emitting a strange light. Be careful. Do a fortune reading. Alright, 5,000. God, that's so much money at this point. Here I go. Headed to LeBlanc. Managed to get through 8 days today. But I do think that's where we're going to call it. Because I need to go to the palace next, and I don't want to get that started like 5 minutes before the end of stream. So, let me close out the game before I do the thing that I sometimes do and leave it open for an extra half hour. And let's look for somebody to raid. Let's see. She's doing a night. That was my candidate from earlier. Could always raid her. She's a blast. Thank you, Pickles. Just looking at who all's online. I think I'm going to go with my first instinct and send you folks to somebody that's doing a Resident Evil stream. If I can. Yeah, they're doing Resident Evil 2. Looks like the remake, so should be a good time. But thank you all for joining me. We're going to dig into the palace proper next time. I usually try to do these in one run, but since it's near the end of the game, presumably, maybe not. There might be more going on, so we'll see how long it takes, but we're going to be spending a fair bit of time in that palace. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful time. Reminder, you can catch all my social links here at this link for all my social media. You also can check out my YouTube channel. I got clips and VODs and new shorts coming up tomorrow. And also, I have a Discord that we're slowly trying to grow out. So you can pop in there, get access to the emotes before you use them on Twitch, because you don't need a subscription to use them there. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thank you again, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.